Your best bet be ahead. Is it to get rich or dead? Try. This ain't never new.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run it with Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in third and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on second down? The big man puts them in position to make it third and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing is Murray on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Jackson. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On third down, it's Alexander. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38, Jackson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw forward to Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out. And now they have that opportunity. No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his target. That's Moore. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now we give running right is Love. And some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action. We had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 to make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Jackson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Alexander, and here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's coming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 3, check 3. Check.
Here's Pollard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw on third down, Murray. And able to connect with Berrios. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Mike, AT Gator.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it second and 12. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. He's good. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now a throw here to his running back, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. Here's Jackson to throw, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. That one complete. He finds Shark. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Out to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
You ready?
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
it's 3rd down and 4.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check 26, check 26.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
It's 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Come on, let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Jackson to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Say, echo, echo.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, baby, let's go, big shot, let's go, let's go.
With the score, Steelers 24, Falcons 7.
Oh, check 99, check 90. Max, Max. Show it up. Check.
And Jackson throwing once more. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Switch it. Alert flare.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check 24. Watch out.
They go play action with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Tight as Ringo.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now they try the right side here. And running with power here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Dancing to his left. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Alexander. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This this one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Love again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Love. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
It's a loss of a yard.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts for